Dr. Rupa Huq.
Thank you, Mr. Springer. The coronavirus, to say it's been a shock to the system is an understatement. A once health crisis, fast spread to be an economic crisis, and the biggest recession on record. The multi-billion pound, multi-million employing hospitality industry has been particularly hard hit, adding to existing pre-COVID woes over Brexit supply chains and loss of international workforce. Hospitality drives the health of our high streets and the viability of our suburbs and towns. A lot of these businesses are family-run. I know, my dad was an Indian restaurant person himself, my late dad. So all of these things are now facing existential threat. And at the other end of the scale, the collapse of big chains like Carluccio's, Pizza Express, even Jamie Oliver outlets would be big news ordinarily, but these are not ordinary times. And with the worst death toll in Europe, barely a whisper. I never thought I would live to see a day that a Conservative government would forcibly shut down businesses, but here we are again. And a dedicated government minister for hospitality would give food, beverage and leisure accommodation a proper say, rather than always being an afterthought, to suffer the consequences of the latest failed experiment, tiering system, 10 p.m. curfew, or whatever it is. At a time of distancing and isolation, a sector based on togetherness and sociability cannot exist on takeaway only. A fortune had been spent by them on remodelling, even though social distancing slashes the number of covers available. So people had instituted one-ways, enhanced cleaning and screens to create a COVID-secure environment. All seemingly now for nothing, it feels like. They're famed for hard work and resilience, but they can't run on empty. And no one clapped when they provide meals for NHS staff or children outside the government's initial cruel insistence that it wouldn't run the free school meals scheme in the holidays. Coronageddon should not relegate hospitality to being the easiest lever to pull. First into lockdown, last out in this zigzag stop-start way. They need cash flow. And they need to plan fresh produce orders, staffing rotas. As the MP who first spoke of a curry crisis, I implore the Minister, the sector is fighting for survival. Bold action is needed. Now is the time. A dedicated Minister plus additional financial support, extending furlough, rent rates and VAT relief, because we will all need restaurants, hotels and pubs. 56 pubs a week are closing at the moment. It's a matter of shame. We'll all need them to get us out of the other side and build consumer confidence.